Hi everyone, this is John, and this is a picture I was drawing of the Great Smoky Mountains in National Park of Tennessee. It's where me and my wife spent our honeymoon after we got married. Well, not right away, but quite a quite a long time after we had gotten married, we were able to go to the Great Smoky Mountains for our honeymoon. But anyhow, that's a picture I was drawing, and this was, if you know Tennessee and if you know the area, there was a place where you go tubing on this really big creek. I can't remember the name of the creek, but I guess the Army National Guard or engineers or whatever came in, and on this road that went by the creek, they had this beautiful stonework done that was like and it was all enclosed in, like, I guess what you would call, like, what I would call chicken fence wire type stuff that had all the rocks nicely, together. It was really beautiful. But anyhow, I want to come on here and make a quick video. This is where I was born and raised, Red Lion, Pennsylvania. I lived at Windsor Manor for a little while. From 1st to 3rd grade, I went to elementary school at Windsor Manor Elementary. There's the address, 2110 Windsor Road. That's where I went from 1st to 3rd grade. Now I want to show you something about Red Lion, which I find pretty interesting, if you can see it. Oh, imagine that, trying to hide it. Do you see what I see? That's Red Lion, where I grew up. Red Lion, Pennsylvania. Can you see it? What does it look like? See if I can go in here. I've been trying. What is going on? I hate this phone. So anyhow, this is just a story about me, where I was born and raised, grew up. Come on, I swear. Figures. When I don't want to make a video, this thing works fine. When I want to make a video, it acts up. Unbelievable. Alright, I'm back. Hopefully this is working, but that's where I was born and raised, Red Lion, Pennsylvania. Kind of looks like a lion, don't it? And then right over beside it is Dallastown. That's where my grandpa lived. I lived in Red Line. Railroad tracks literally went almost by my house in Red Line. And the railroad tracks literally went right by my grandpa's house in Dallastown. So I used to be able to walk from Red Line to Dallastown to my grandpa's house. But I think it's pretty wild how that Red Line looks like a lion. I mean, you can look it up on the map for yourself, but I believe Red Lion kind of looks like a red lion, And I went to Red Lion Elementary School. We are the Lions, the mighty, mighty Lions. And then 4th grade, though, I went to Dallastown, which is the Wildcats, which was Ore Valley Elementary School, which that address was 2620 Springwood Road. These addresses numbers mean shit, believe it or not. I think it's weird, Donnie wrote down this phone number, and I think that was for the Ore Valley, or maybe that's, I think that was for Ore Valley, 505-5055, that's the phone number. I'm pretty sure for Ore Valley, for Dallastown School, and they were the home of the Wildcats. And then I went back to Red Line, because I went through some stuff, moved, went back to Red Line, though, and then went to Red Line, Edgar Moore, 5th grade, and that was at 220 Country Club Road. And then I went to Fairmount Middle School from 6th grade to about half of 8th grade, and that was on 201 South Charles Street. And then the other half of 8th grade, I went to Spring Grove. I went to Spring Grove for part of 8th grade, the Spring Grove Rockets. You can look it up. Now this was kind of hard to find, because this school, Spring Grove, the original school, is no longer there. They tore it down, built a whole new school. And just like this school here, Eastern, I went to Eastern School District. Eastern, it was called Eastern. For 9th grade, people, Eastern School, that's where I went for 9th grade. 720 Cool Creek Road, home of the Golden Knights, for 9th grade. It was the only year I went to the Eastern School. And then, because we were moving a lot, I figured I would go to York County, Votech. That's where I graduated from, York County, Votech. 2179 South Queen Street, home of the Spartans. Our colors there were green and white. Colors at Eastern were yellow, blue, and gold. For Eastern, Spring Grove was blue and white. Yeah, Spring Grove was the blue and white Rockets, which is funny because Dallastown was also blue and white, but they were the Wildcats. And then Redline, their colors were black and red, or actually black and gold too. It all depended. Well, actually, let's go back in here. Oh, this thing died, so it probably won't even be in there. We could look at the... Well, you could go look at the schools yourself. Look at the schools, the mascots, you know, Redline Lions, the colors. So anyhow, you know, it's amazing how, you know, none of this meant too much to me a while back, but now it tells me a big story of everything, of who I am. All right, everyone. So, I mean, if you really care. So, I was born and raised in Redline, Pennsylvania. Lived in a little trailer park. Went to a little elementary school called Windsor Manor Elementary. And then for 4th grade, I went to Ore Valley Elementary School. And then 5th grade, I went to Redline, back to Redline to Edgar Moore, which that school's no longer there. It was torn down and another school, a whole new school was built. Just like Fairmount Middle School, that's no longer there. The building's still there, but it's no longer a school. It's actually a daycare or something, I think, now. So, all right. So, also, I know what I was going to show you here real quick. All right, real quick. All right, John. If you look it up, it equals 47. But if you reduce it down, it's 11. And then if you reduce it down, it's 2, right? And John is 4 letters, right? So it's a 2 and a 4, right? Wise. My last name is 56. It equals 11. The same thing as this. It's the same thing. I'm the same. Forwards, backwards. 11 equals what? 2 if you reduce it all the way down, right? And then Wise, 4 letters. 2424. All right, everyone. Peace, love, joy, kindness.